Sí, bienvenidos a Conteo 3 y 2. Usted está viendo bien el Indio Deportivo. Y hoy, the main event for this channel right now, para este canal, alguien muy querido ya por mucha gente en Puerto Rico. Indio, pero no te voy a quitar el privilegio de presentarlo. Adelante, caballo.
Pues aquí les presentamos a nuestro Ironman, el gran decalilista mundial, Ayden Owens Delerme.
Bienvenido, Ayden.
Gracias.
Por si acaso, vamos a estar aquí jugando un poquito con el inglés y con el español. Tranquilo, vamos con calma.
Okay.
Lo importante es conocer a esta gran sensación del mundo del deporte, que es lo más importante que tiene a Puerto Rico en el pecho. ¿Verdad que sí? Bueno, Indio, arranca por ahí para abajo lo que tú quieras decir de este gran joven de 22 añitos nada más. Yo me acuerdo cuando yo tenía 22. Oh, man, qué bueno un momento. Adelante, Indio.
Bueno, Ayden, ¿cómo fue que tú te introduciste en este mundo del pisticampo y escogiste esa disciplina del décalo, ya que es la disciplina más difícil que hay en el pisticampo, hacer 10 eventos en solamente 2 días?
Sí. ¿Debo responder en español o no?
Como tú creas.
Exacto,
Trátalo.
como se hace más cómodo.
No sé, ok. Pues, ¿puedes repetir tu pregunta?
¿Cómo fue que llegaste aquí a este deporte del pisticampo y escoger el décalo, un evento que es el más difícil dentro de esta disciplina, ya que tienes que hacer 10 eventos en solamente 2 días?
Sí, hice muchos deportes cuando era niño, como baloncesto, fútbol americano y atletismo, pero me gustaba más correr y el deporte de atletismo, y mi entrenador de tiempo me dijo que estaba bien brutal a muchos eventos y me dijo, hey, haz el décalo, es para ti. Y no sé, estoy aquí ahora, solo tengo 22 años. He estado haciendo multi-events por 10 años, pienso, por una década, for 10 years. So, yeah,
Okay.
it's been good.
Sí, o sea que la transición no se te hizo tan difícil, ya que practicaste varios deportes, porque por ejemplo en el baloncesto tienes que correr, tienes que lanzar, algo también parecido en el décalo, y te ha ido muy bien, campeón en NCAA y cuarto en el mundial más reciente.
Sí, yeah, es un gran honor representar la patria al nivel más alto en mi deporte, y también esto he estado mi sueño por muchos años, alcanzar los mundiales, los campeonatos mundiales y los olimpiadas. So, es pues, no sé, mis esfuerzos, they're paying off.
Sí.
Yeah.
That's right.
Sí. El
That's right.
trabajo está teniendo su recompensa. The rewards are coming your way right now. Que, ¿verdad? Que para eso es que uno trabaja. That's why you get into all those sacrifices that people don't see. Because people only see the races, you know what I mean? The events, the big lights and everything, but what goes behind all the path you got to go through, people don't see that, right?
Yeah, estoy de acuerdo. Y la competencia es, espérate, mi primo. La competencia es la parte más fácil. Las cosas que la gente no ven es el entrenamiento, the blood, sweat and tears que es requerido para lograr tus metas en el deporte. Así que no, I'm just super blessed to stay healthy and be competing at this level.
Sí, eso es increíble, ya que, como dije, esta es la disciplina más difícil dentro del pisticampo y Puerto Rico nunca había tenido un decalinista a nivel mundial y tú definitivamente eres el primero, estás haciendo ya de historia en Puerto Rico con eso.
Sí.
Aquí
Yeah.
estoy leyendo, Ayden, Y estoy leyendo textualmente, y lo voy a leer en inglés. Dice, name the 2018 Gatorade Pennsylvania Men's and Track and Field Athlete of the Year.
Sí.
How was that? ¿Cómo,
Yeah.
¿Cómo fue eso? Eso, porque, hey, Gatorade es una marca, mundial. Y que te reconozcan, that's big.
Sí. El regalo es para el mejor atleta de cada estado en los estados para su deporte. Así que no, fue un animal en high school en todos los eventos. Y pienso que gané el estado de Pennsylvania 7 veces, 6 o 7 veces, no recuerdo. Pero en las vallas y en el salto largo, en todos los eventos. No sé,
¿Desde cuándo te sentiste en high school? Yo sé que, porque hay mucha gente que no entiende el deporte en high school, que piensan que esto es solamente, algo fuera de las clases. Pues, ¿cuándo tú sentiste, okay, this might be my, my thing?
Antes, en verdad, antes de high school, porque tenía un gran coach que me dijo que tenía un futuro en el deporte hasta que tenía 10 años de edad. Así que tuve un sueño de ser el campeón de los Juegos Olímpicos hasta que desde era niño. También tuve muchas lesiones en otros deportes como fútbol americano. Rompí mi mano y mi pie. Y I wanted to just do the sport that I knew I was going to have a future in. And so that was track and field, that was athletics.
Wow, y eso describe la gran madurez deportiva que tienes, venir de esas lesiones y continuar adelante, porque muchos atletas se lesionan a ese nivel y deciden no practicar el deporte, pero tú seguiste ahí y mira dónde has llegado.
Y es bien importante, Ayden, porque cuando la gente empieza a escuchar historias de atletas que son de high school, después de college y después profesional, un nombre bien famoso es Brock Lesnar, right? Que fue un tipo que era como tú dices, un animal, y entonces, ¿verdad? Y people don't get how difficult it is to go from high school to then college to then pro. Son diferentes. Es un mundo totalmente distinto. Y yo creo que ahora entendemos por qué tú tienes esa visión. Porque ya desde pequeño, since you were little, you knew, hey, this is what I want. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. Y has encontrado las herramientas, the tools on the way. So, yo creo que no es casualidad, no es sorpresa para nosotros que vas a llegar aún más alto de donde estás ahora mismo.
Sí, no es fácil. Y gracias a Dios tengo el talento. El talento es necesario. Pero lo que es más importante es trabajar duro in your craft. And that's what I did. That's exactly what I did. I did that for years and years, and now it's paying off. But yeah, I honestly didn't think it would all come so young. Like, I'm 22 years old.
Yeah.
I feel like still a baby at the sport. I still feel like I'm learning so many of the events. But right now I'm among the best in the world. I was competing against the Olympic champion and the world record holder. Yeah. And I held my own. Know what I mean? I got 4th in the world. So yeah.
Is it still surreal to you? Hey, I'm the number 4 in the world. That's big. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's surreal. It's gotta be
surreal. It definitely is. I mean, yeah, but I'm a little bit. I can't say I'm disappointed in myself. Sorry, I'm saying this in English just because.
No. Go ahead. That's fine. I got you.
I'm not disappointed in myself, but I definitely had higher expectations, especially especially knowing just what I can do. And I didn't have the best second day, but when you go in as a champ, like as a winner, you go in to win. You play to win. My coach always says, "Shoot or shoot." Like, you got to go. Like, You know what I mean? Like, if you're a winner, you got to play to win.
Yeah.
And so that's what I was going for. But unfortunately, I fell a little bit short. And but the medals are coming. They're coming.
in the back of your mind, do you already know what you need to do to, to be better, to be what you want to be, which is number one? Do you
Sí.
already know?
Yeah, yo sé.
I know. I know you do. But I mean,
Pero no, yo hablo con otros atletas que han logrado a esos niveles en mi deporte. Hoy tuve una reunión con Javier Cousin, like, un gran campeón de nuestra isla,
sí, señor.
y me da consejos, hey, what does it take to get there? You know what I mean? Like, so few people can reach that height. So few people can get a medal at the Olympics or the World Championships.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let me ask you this: is it true? Hard work over talent? Is it true?
Nah, no, it's not. It's
no,
not, no.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Hard work? No, it's not. It's absolutely not true. But it's not in our sport, not in track and field, not in my sport. There's other sports, maybe in golf or I don't know.
Football, basketball, yeah.
Because it's skill. They're skill-based sports, and I'm definitely going to say this in English because it's difficult to explain. In a sport that is testing the human ability, the body, literally, it's just an objective measurement of like a human output that a body, like how fast can a body efficiently move. That is like almost, I'd say it's 90% talent, 90%, based on what you've been given. And then, but the thing is not almost 100% of the athletes who are competing have very similar talent levels. So it's like, it'll separate you from the people who didn't make it to the Olympics, but the people at the Olympics all have almost very similar talent levels. So that extra 10% at the end, which is that the hard work, yes, but everyone's working hard. So what is going to separate you from there? And that's what I believe it's the mental capacity for you, which is also a talent, but also something that can be developed.
Definitely.
Some people, yeah. So that's how I view it.
And what you do before and after, because people think it's all about training and it's all about doing this and that, but it's what you do before, studying around who you're facing, and the place you're gonna compete, because it's not the same if you're gonna do an event in Ponce than if you're gonna do an event in Mexico. You know what I mean? It's just to put it side by side, but people think it's only you go there and you do your events, that's it. No, that's not it.
No, it's way deeper than that. I wish people could really sense what it feels like to be on the starting line, to like at this level of a meet, man. Like, what, you get one shot, one opportunity, and that's it.
You can be the hero or you can be
the villain.
Yes,
exactly. So like in basketball, you can shoot, you might miss a shot, you get back at it next time, but it's like in the decathlon, I got the 100 meters and I run once and I never get it back. That's it. What I ran is what I ran, period.
That's right. In track and field, you had only one opportunity.
Sí.
Bueno, Indy, pregunta para Ayden.
Hay mucha presión.
Hay presión. Pero oye, tú has demostrado que puedes aguantar la presión. You know how to handle pressure. Because I've seen your demeanor, and it's like, even though it's so noisy outside, it's silent within you. It's like, okay, I'm here. This is my time. So if you got that down at so early, at so young in your age, bro, you got this. Let me tell you that. You got this down. So
gracias.
Eso es así. Tú tienes, como mencionaste, tú tienes el talento natural, has entrenado fuerte, más mentalmente eres una persona fuerte. Y una cosa que me llama más la atención en el Mundial, cuando termina tu participación, que tú estás saliendo en la parte neutral y te confundes con un abrazo con Jasmine Camacho Queen.
Ajá.
¿Qué ese momento? ¿Qué ella te dijo? ¿Qué dijeron?
Nada, pues ella acabó de ganó el bronce, así que pues ella fue muy like emocionado. I just got fourth, so I was like, she was just like, we just embraced, hugged.
It was just a moment. It was just a moment. Yeah.
It was just a moment in time. Felicidades. We were just congratulating each other. I didn't even know there was cameras around taking pictures of us. I just saw her and I was like, wow.
Hey, that's you.
Wow.
Eso fue Un gran momento, tanto para Puerto Rico, ya que Puerto Rico necesita esas cosas tan grandemente. Eso fue un momento bien bello dentro de ese mundial.
Oye, hablando de momentos bellos, hablando de momentos grandes, estábamos hablando del factor Brock Lesnar, high school, vamos para el college. Este caballete que está aquí con nosotros, te lo voy a leer aquí textualmente. Pac-12 Freshman of the Year, ¿ok?
Yeah.
Big Ten Field Athlete of the Year en la Universidad de Michigan. Y después en la Universidad de Arkansas ganó el NCAA, el campeonato de Decathlon de NCAA del 2022. Este año no fue el año pasado, ni en el 2015, no. Y en el 2022 fue nombrado el SSSEC Field Athlete of the Year del 2022 también. ¿Ok? Para que ustedes... oye, this is what it is. I mean, you're headlining. Y yo sé que, y yo entiendo esto porque cuando uno trabaja para algo tan grande, tú no lo, you don't realize it. But brother, this is your time. Ahora es que, ahora es que con el momento de la presión, el momento de decir, hey, yo llevo, porque la gente piensa que llevas poco tiempo. That's not the case. ¿Entiendes? Porque ya llevas, wow, 12 años prácticamente haciendo esto. Entre, you know, failures, which is, it doesn't exist at all, but that's another thing. But different tries, you know, basketball, I like it, but that's not me. Football, I like it, but that's not me. This is me.
Sí.
Y es difícil encontrarse, so that's great.
Yeah, but he esperado por estos momentos por muchos años. Y en el pasado cuando tuve fracasos, failures, no sé, fracasos, los otros me dijeron, tu tiempo está viniendo, pero siempre le dije, ¿cuándo? Like, estoy listo para mi momento. Pero en realidad estaba muy joven, era muy joven. Ahora sí, estoy de acuerdo contigo. Ahora estoy en mi momento, está mi momento. Y pienso que en el futuro, que es el año que viene, voy a hacer cosas más grandes que he hecho este año. Aunque yo soy el mejor atleta del NCAA en todos los deportes. Y no es un comment humilde, pero yo sé con todo
facts are facts, my friend. Facts are facts. The facts are there. You know what I mean?
It's the decathlon. They say, like, el quien gana los Olimpiadas en el décado es el mejor atleta del mundo.
Yeah.
Así que
eso es así.
Yo soy el campeón del NCAA en el décado. And so what does that make me? You know what I mean? If you're going to use it. So I say it all the time. I'm the best athlete in the NCAA.
Yeah,
come on.
You are. Definitely you are. And you know what? This is something that, because you've been waiting for this a long time, people think that, oh, this is too much for him. But man, talking to you here, and people will know now, you're ready for this. You know, this is what it is. And even though the stage is gonna get bigger and brighter, that will not change your, you know, your mission. No, this is what I want. This is what I want. And it's not for you anymore. It's for you and your people. It's for you and your family. It's for you and your support team, which people don't see. People don't know. But we do.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I think people don't really like. No. You have a question? But did you have a question?
No. Go ahead.
People don't like. I like that you mentioned it's definitely for a lot more than me. I guess when I was young, I was doing it because I liked to run, and I had a short attention span. I just wanted to go get done with a race and do something else. You know what I mean? I was just having fun being a kid, competing to win a medal that would rust anyway.
And now, being recognized, of course. Yeah, that's cool. That's fine.
But now it's like I'm actually noticing I'm able to make an impact in the sport. I'm able to make an impact in my community. I've started to put on like camps and clinics, man, here in Puerto Rico in the past 2 years, one in Barranquitas, one in Carolina, and then in Arkansas this past fall, I put one on in Fayetteville. And so, look, and that's just me putting on a clinic to help out some of the next generation of kids, to give them a mentor that, you know, that I wish I could have had at that time, to steer me in the right direction, and be like, hey, how do you get to college? How do you get to the next level? What are the roadblocks that I should be watching out for? And now, like, representing Puerto Rico for the first time in 4 years, for the first time on the adult stage, man, it's a different level of, like, this is way bigger than me. I got a name on my chest that millions of people are that I'm representing. Like, I was chosen to represent. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
it's like,
and you know what? We can relate to a little bit, because sometimes when we do some, you know, analysis about sports, and then people on the internet, it's like, whoa, those guys are from Puerto Rico. They know what they're talking about. So I can relate to a little bit, like a little bit far away, but I can relate to, because sport, you know, and patriotism, and you know, carrying Puerto Rico in your chest, it's a whole different level. It's a whole different, you know, people don't get it.
no,
People don't get it. It's not about sponsorship. It's not about recognition. It's about
The
representing
pride.
the pride of, you know, being an athlete, and how hard is to be an athlete in Puerto Rico. People don't know the struggle.
Hmm.
It is definitely hard, and you know, being able to being the best athlete in 2022, I can say that it's not. You guys can look it up. It's there. You know, we got the best athlete in 2022 right now. This is the guy right now, and talking about what can you do for kids, what can you do for the next generation, already thinking about what's coming next, and not, you know, relying on what already happened, because you can sit here, oh, I'm the best in the world, I can do that, I'm gonna be number one. But no, you gotta work. I got the talent, but still, everybody right now has the same kind of talent that I have. It's what I have to do to get over them and to be number one, which is the main goal.
yeah, it is. And también yo sé que puedo perder todo de esto en un momento. You know what I mean? Injuries, anything could happen. And so I'm trying to aprovechar del momento en mi deporte, en mi vida, en todas esas cosas.
Y
Y
la experiencia,
yeah,
vivírtela, live the moment.
so, like, for real. So, like, I don't know. I'm putting on for the people. I'm putting on for my family. Putting on for la patria. And so,
Mhm.
man, it's a big thing. It's way bigger than me.
Indio, vamos a hacer algo diferente aquí. Ayden, ¿qué te acuerdas de Puerto Rico cuando visitabas Puerto Rico cuando niño?
Cuando
¿Qué
era
te
niño,
acuerdas?
pues visitaba mucho. Well, tengo familia aquí. Así
¿De dónde
que
es tu familia? De Carolina.
estoy quedando en Coupé ahora con
Ok.
mi familia, pero tengo familia en San Juan, en la área de San Juan. Pero recuerdo visitando, like, Old San Juan, El Morro, El Yunque con todos mis primos. Yeah, ¿y qué más? No sé, la comida. ah, pero no, era niño. La gente, recuerdo la gente, la música, porque crecí en un lugar que es muy diferente de aquí. Y,
Definitivo.
yeah, y me faltó, like, I lacked like
That connection.
that connection, for real.
Yeah.
I always had it in my family, just being Puerto Rican and whatnot, but, like, I definitely lacked that connection, not having the opportunity to grow up here. And so, in reality, that's one of the reasons why I, like, chose to represent Puerto Rico. It's like, I'm gonna claim that because you grew up in the States, and I don't know, people put you in boxes, this and that. You know what I mean? It's different.
Yeah,
But, like,
it is.
Puerto Rico, like, you're Puerto Rican. If you grew up here, you're Puerto Rican. It's like, not in the States. People will tell you
No.
you're like this, you're not that, you're this, you're that. You're
Yeah.
black, you're black or Latino or white or whatever. They'll put that on you. So it's like, I
Sure.
wanted to claim something for myself, And so
Yeah.
that's kind of one of the reasons why I represent Puerto Rico.
So let me ask you this, so people can know you a little bit better. Let's talk about a little bit music. What music do you listen to when you're training, when you're having a good time? Do you listen to, a little bit of Bad Bunny and all that? Or,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. Escucho a reggaeton, like Anuel, AA, Anuel,
Okay.
Powers, Me gusta Eladio Carrión. ¿Quién más? Ozuna, Bad Bunny. Yeah, reggaeton y rap de los estados. Yeah.
O te gusta ese tipo de música. Y
Ah,
cuando estás entrenando, esa es la música que prefieres escuchar. That's the music you want to listen to when
sí,
you're
pero
training.
no escucho mucho música durante el entrenamiento porque no, no puedes escuchar música durante una carrera o una competencia.
Ujú.
Así que mi coach me dice, hey, no
Nothing.
música. Yeah.
Entiendo.
So like I just
Sí, para
during
adaptarte a la atmósfera.
say what?
Adaptarte a la atmósfera, no música para adaptarte.
Al ambiente, so you can rely on what's going on around you all the time.
Exactly.
That's actually smart.
Mhm.
Bueno, en la competencia internacional indio, este hombre número 4 en el mundo.
Pues sí, número 4 en el mundo, campeón del NCAA de este año, el mejor atleta también de pista 2022 en NCAA. ¿Qué más puede pedir este muchacho tan joven? Apenas 22 años.
Indio,
Que...
¿tú crees que en 100 metros yo me lo puedo ganar? A Ayden.
Bueno, si vas en carro.
Can I beat
Y
Ayden
cuidado.
on 100 meters?
We can race, bro. We'll set it up.
I'm gonna be in my car though. Come on now.
Y hablando de eso mismo, que son 10 eventos en el Décalo, ¿cuál es donde eres más fuerte? Son en los 1500 metros, es tu evento más fuerte.
Sí, mi evento más fuerte es el 400 metros.
Okay.
Yeah, pienso que I would have been sixth in the Open 400 final with my time. So like, I would have made the final with the time that I ran the 400. So that's pretty impressive. Pero los eventos de la pista, el 100 metros, las vallas y el 1500, son mis eventos que estoy.
Sí, porque eso es así, los 1500 dominaste a todo el mundo y hiciste récord personal también.
Sí.
No por nada, pero en los 1500 yo vi como que esto soy yo acá, tú sabes. Te vi como fácil. Was it easy for you?
No, nunca es fácil. Nunca.
How can you make it look that easy, man?
Yeah.
It's like, come on now.
Yeah.
Y no solamente hacer los 1500, hacer 9 eventos anteriores a los 1500.
Yeah, no es solo es el 1500. It's the 1500 plus 9. Like you said, it's like it's not 15. It's different because your legs are dead. Your head is your mentality is just like, let me be done. You're just like exhausted mentally and emotionally, like spent. And so, hey, you just give it all you have. And for me, I go out there and I'm trained for it. So I'm just finding a rhythm, and I wasn't going to lose. I know that. I made the decision before I said I'm winning. It's that easy.
Because you got your rhythm really, really early on that 1500. I was like, wait. It was like a car on cruise control. I was like, man, this guy is cruising right now. Because you get your rhythm really quick. And sometimes that's a really important point on a race after 9 events. You know what I mean? It's like you said, you're already drained, you're tired, you want to get it over with. Wow. And it was a decision more than anything else. It's like, hey, I'm winning this.
I talked to my coach before the race, and he was like, this is your time to shine. You know what I mean? You still have a chance to get a medal. Go out there and set a personal best, period. That's his expectation. Go out there and set a personal best. He said, it's not just time to win. It's time to set a go better yourself. So that was the mentality. And so, and he told me the same thing before the 400. He was like, I said, Coach, I'm going to cross the line first. And he said, man, forget that. You're not out here just to win. You're out here to go run 45 seconds. And little did he think I was going to approach the world record, get within 7/100ths of a second of the world record in the decathlon. But hey, I went out there and I won, and I did what he told me to do.
That's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
So let me tell you, after, do you guys go and watch your performances after? Do you watch what you did and everything? Is it, like
It's
after
mental.
everything you go sit down and, go back, hey, we did this, we can get better on this. Do you do that?
Yeah, I do it after every event in the meet. After I take a long jump, I walk over to my coach, view it. Hey, what I do? Well, how can I improve? Give me a cue to work on. So, yeah, it's a craft. It's definitely a skill. It requires all the talent that I talked about, but again, that extra percentage, it comes from that the attention to detail, the focus, and then the mental focus. Because you can lose focus over 12-hour days, 2 days in a row, minimal sleep, soreness, fatigue, injuries. Everyone's injured. I'm telling you. There's not one man out there walking who feels good or who's healthy.
100%. Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
So it's not like people forget that. It's like, no, everyone is injured. What can you do?
That's right.
And all about the traveling before, getting to the place of the, of the events and everything. Travel kills you, man. It gets, it's a toll on your body right now. It's like, oh man, we have to, because you've been in the States, that because people in Puerto Rico only rely on traveling by plane, but in the States you got to drive, or you got to be in the back of the bus, and you got to try to
Yeah.
get the most comfortable you can get, which doesn't exist at all. Because you know what I mean. It's like 8 hours on a bus, like trying to. It's
It
tough.
wipes you out. It wipes you out. It makes you. The fatigue is real. That's why we try to get out there early. We got out there about a week early, get rid of the jet lag, and you got to leave everything behind you. Nothing's gonna go perfectly. I talked to myself before the competition.
That's
I
why
actually,
this event they called you the Ironman, because it's very difficult to do
yes.
this event.
And nothing's gonna go right. Oh, things will go right, but not everything will go perfectly. So you're just in there with. You got to stay hard. Your mindset's got to stay tough. Stay tough, and it's something to be endured. The decathlon is, the 100 meters is something that you go out there and try to execute, run as fast as you can. But it's not something you have to try to get through. Like, oh, I might not get through this one. In the decathlon, each time you do one, I might not get through this one. It's coming through your head every single time because you feeling something in your leg, your back, and so like
That's a fight. That's a fight within you. It's
it's a
like,
fight.
it's like you're fighting within, with your thoughts and everything. It's like, oh my god, I felt so good yesterday, but today, I don't know. I feel something on my knee. I don't something. It's like everything is coming to you. It's like, whoa, what do I need to do to get this, out of my head? And that's a big fight. You know what I mean? And watching you work, because Indio is, he loved the sport. I'm a little bit new to this, but watching you was like, man, this guy is for real. It's like, I was talking to the guys, and when we talked to them about we were getting you for an interview, it's like, wow, really? I'm like, man, this guy is, el hombre de acero de Puerto Rico, ¿entiendes?
Yeah.
And you know, you're getting there, and we're so proud of you and what you're doing for us as como gente, de juntarnos y de decir, mano, porque hay tantas cosas pasando, y lo que está haciendo Yasmín, lo que tú estás haciendo fue como a big jump into the water, after a hot day. You know what I mean? It was like, oh,
Yeah.
man, this guy is, because you want it. You want to be here. You want to represent Puerto Rico. And yo creo que el simple hecho de que estamos conociendo tu historia, y me encantaría que cuando estés en las Olimpiadas y ganes medallas, volvamos aquí, nos sentemos aquí y hablemos de lo que hablamos aquí, más lo que ha pasado, porque te sentimos como parte de la casa, te admiramos, we are following you right now, ¿entiendes? Estamos viendo lo que estás haciendo, inclusive cuando estábamos hablando, estábamos viendo todo lo que tú has hecho en los Estados Unidos, y en unlike que tú dices, sí, está bien, eso fue en los Estados Unidos, pero yo quiero ser en el mundo, yo quiero ser afuera, porque ya en Estados Unidos ya lo hice, that's the past, that's in the past. Y yo creo que tu fortaleza mentalmente es lo que te va a llevar a ser el número uno. No tengo ninguna duda. I don't have any doubt on my mind
Yeah.
de que you're going to be number one.
Thank you.
I really mean it. Honestamente, te lo digo. Indio,
Wow.
¿qué tenemos aquí? Aquí yo tengo un par de cositas más. Dice aquí 45.07 in the 400 meters. 45.07. I can do that faster, but it's okay. I'm retired. Never in my life. 45.07. Ayden. That's
Moving, as they say.
bro.
Moving.
That's like a horse pace, man. You were burning that track, man.
That's right.
¿Cómo te sentiste en la carrera? En cuanto saliste, ¿te sentiste bien? ¿Te sentiste como que hey, I got this?
Me sentí muy bien. Yo sabía. I knew that I was gonna win. Period. I was tired going in, but like, because I already done 4 events, but I didn't think I was gonna PR by a second, more than a second. That's crazy. In track and field, a second is like, oh, Fred, that's a mile. So that's big, especially in that short of a race, 45-second race. I went from being an average 400 meter runner to being like pretty world class in 400 meters.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So like overnight, it was like boom. I couldn't get over it. I was like, I just ran 45.0. Whoa.
45.0. Yeah.
Fast.
That's
so like,
and I watched the race because this guy said, "Hey, you gotta watch this." So I watched it, and to be honest, on that last turn, I was like, "Man, this guy," because you're telling me you were tired.
Yeah.
Bro, you fool me.
Yeah.
Bueno, te viste bien cómodo.
Yeah, I did. I felt pretty comfortable. I mean, through 100. But when that wall hits, that pain starts kicking in. What's crazy about it is when I hit that, usually you start feeling lactic around like 150 to go, right around your kick spot, right around where you're supposed to start accelerating. And I felt it, but I was like, I felt the energy of the stadium. I felt like it sounds crazy. It sounds like a movie, but it's like I'm thinking all the things that are motivating me to get here. I'm thinking of the reasons why I chose to do the sport. You know what I mean? I'm thinking of young little me 10 years ago, just running for fun, trying to be like, oh, I want to make it big one day. You know what I mean? And that's going through my head at 150 to go. I'm thinking of my grandparents, mis abuelos. I'm thinking of for real, and it's passing through because that's what you need to be able to. Oh, I got to push through. So I'm accelerating, boom, 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 boom. And I'm realizing I'm not slowing down. I'm still going. And I'm looking at the clock. Usually if I see the clock, it might say 44, 45. And I'm like, all right. And this is about 10, 20 to go. I'm looking at the clock. I see 41, 42. And I'm like, yo, I'm running fast. So I was like, shoot.
So you did realize it.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be fast. I didn't know it was going to be 45.0. I've never seen the clock say that low of a number being that close to the finish line. So I was like,
wow.
42, 44. No way.
You were surprised about that.
Yeah, that's why I threw my hands up like this. I was like, I started doing this. I was beating my
chest. So let me tell you, let me ask you this. How long have you wanted to do the
Oh man,
because this is epic, since
since
Carlito Arroyo did it in the Olympics, everybody wants to do this.
Yeah, it's been bro. I didn't even. It's just a thing that I'm putting Puerto Rico on the map, bro. That's the mentality. I'm putting on for people. I'm representing for the people, and and I knew people back home were watching. People here were watching. Even people I didn't know. And I was introducing myself to the world, but also introducing Puerto Rico to the decathlon on the world stage. I was the first guy to do it. Like, we belong, we're here, and we have one of the best athletes in the world. One day I'll be able to say we have the best athlete in the world, and we're the best athletes in the world. So that'll come.
I think we do already. I mean, you still, that number one has your name on it. I believe so. And talking about what you thought about is like watching the clock man, I'm going fast. But that people think that you had a lot of, a lot of time to think about this. That was like a snapshot. Hey,
Yeah.
oh, I'm fast, but you're not slowing down, and you did not. And it was so. If hey, people, watch the race. I'm gonna put it in the description. I don't care.
Uh-huh.
And you know, watch this guy, because the first 100 meters, I was like, whoa, okay.
Uh-huh.
200, I was like, oh. 250, I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa,
He's
because
moving.
you're not slowing down, dude. You're not. It was impressive. I was like, I know they're not supposed to slow down, but when that athlete has Puerto Rico on the chest,
Mm.
our hearts were racing too. You know what I mean? We were racing with you. It's like, oh, oh, here it
Felt the
goes.
heartbeat. Mm.
Yeah, and and it was kind of it was kind of surreal to us. And when we were watching all the events, I was like, man, this guy's only 22. You got to be joking. You know what I mean? So it was an experience for us, and I think people can tell you like on the street, hey, we love you wherever, but being people that watch sports as we do, what you made us feel, I'm gonna tell you straight up, you are up there with with the emotion that I felt with Team Puerto Rico in the World Baseball Classic. You're
Mm.
up there with the emotion that I felt when Tito Trinidad won
Mm.
Oscar de la Hoya. You know what I mean? Up there. You're up there.
Dang, man, that's an honor right there. I don't
Because
believe you. Was it really that? It was that significant? Goosebumps, huh?
because it was like boxing is a sport that we already, they know who Puerto Ricans are.
Yeah.
Baseball too. Decathlon,
Uh-huh.
not at all. So
Yeah.
you put our name on the map, and
That's
then
right. You're the
the-
first one there.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like we're here, and you know what? We're not only here. I'm putting good numbers, and look at my resume. You know what I mean? I got a couple of things, down the road that people already know that I'm for real, but it's not my business right now because you don't know me, but you will know me from now on. And you got it, man. To be
Mhm.
honest with you. And I'm not lying. Hey, people that watch this show and they know me, I don't lie. And bro, you made that happen to us. And it that moment with Yasmin and you, I was like, man, this is too much. You know what I mean? Because and because that's a lot of things. And it's kind of the same. How people were saying that you guys could have represent Team USA
Yeah.
easily. Because I know how the game works,
Uh-huh.
but you chose to well, wait. No, I want to be
Yeah.
one of the guys,
Yeah.
and we appreciate that, and you're gonna be one of the guys that are gonna be talked about our sports history from now on. So, bro, you're in the books. You're in the books.
Thank you. Means a lot.
Indio, dímelo ahí.
Este hombre hizo también la marca nacional en el Décalo. Hizo 8.532. Superó los 8.500 y este joven tiene un futuro bien prometedor, apenas 22 años, que se espera que cosas grandes para ti, de verdad.
Okay, who's Kevin Mayer?
World record holder.
Okay, Kevin Mayer, let me tell you something.
Send him a message.
Your time is up. Okay?
I like
This
that.
guy. This is my guy right now.
We're here.
So get
Yeah.
ready, because you're going down. That's what it is. I don't care. This guy's for real. And you know what?
I'm here to stay, man. I'm here to stay.
Yeah, I like mofongo over whatever he eats.
I'm here
So
to stay.
no, and you know what, Ayden? It's like we have talked to athletes, and bro, you love this. You want this so bad. It's like a lot of people could have say, I already went to a world championship. I got in fourth. That's cool. And for you, that's not cool.
Mm.
It's like, okay, yeah, I'm for it, but
I want more.
I want to be número uno.
Yeah.
Yo quiero ser el mejor del mundo, que cuando digan, Decathlon significa Ayden. That's what you want. And that's what we want for you. So,
and Puerto Rico.
y Puerto Rico, por supuesto.
We move together. We go together. You know what I mean? I don't go anywhere without that on my chest. So, and now as my career unfolds, as I continue to aspire and to reach the heights that I set out for myself, everywhere I go, Puerto Rico will be on my chest, and I'll be having them on my back. You know what I mean? So that to me is everything. That means a lot more than winning a gold medal. It's like, what kind of influence can I have for my people, my community? You know what I mean? Like, who can I inspire? So.
¿No? Y demostrarle a la gente de que se puede. Todo es posible. Si tú de verdad tienes esa visión, lo podemos hacer. You know, yo vi una vez un concierto hace mucho tiempo de Mark Anthony. Y Mark Anthony le dijo a Rubén Blas, le dijo a Mark Anthony, le dijo, anything you want is possible. Solamente tienes que ponértelo en la mente. Y tú eres un vivo ejemplo de esto. Porque, vuelvo y te digo, tienes a la gente viendo Decathlon, tienes a la gente viendo pista y campo. That's not easy, dude.
Oh.
That's not easy. We watch basketball and baseball and wrestling and boxing. That's what we watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No one in the world watches track. It's just not a thing. Even in the countries that are like known to be track and field.
Well, this guy does. This guy does. I mean, he knows everything about you, man. That's a
real fan. That's a real track fan, man.
Yeah, he is. And to be honest, he was telling me about your events, and he was watching up close. Hey, this is going well. This is going well. And as analysts or whatever you want to call us, I was kind of, after the 400 meters, I was like, wait, I gotta watch this too. You know what I mean? At first, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't watch the first 3, but after that, I was like, wait a minute. So I was like,
this guy is for real.
This guy is for real. Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, and then my wife was like, what are you watching? I'm like, wait a second. Because and it's a long list of events. So
much more to come.
Oh yeah. Nah. So what's next for Ayden? ¿Qué es lo próximo para Ayden?
Voy a descansar aquí con mi familia en Puerto Rico.
A la playa.
Disfrutar
mucho. Después, no, tengo el temporada que viene in next year. It's gonna be exciting. We'll see. But right now, I don't even want to think about track. You know what I mean? I just want to relax, enjoy the family, enjoy the people, enjoy everything that I'm doing. So, but gracias por tenerme. Y quiero hablar más español. I wish I could have spoken more, but like, para explicar qué quiero decir es más fácil.
No, y te entiendo.
El próximo vez voy a hablar más en español y responder tus preguntas en español. Es una promesa.
Ayden, honestamente quiero decirte que te admiramos. Eres una gloria para el deporte de nuestro país. Eres un ejemplo a seguir. Que a pesar de tú haber tenido la oportunidad de haber, ¿verdad?, representado a quien tú quisieras, ¿verdad? Porque esto era una decisión. This was a decision you made, right?
Yeah.
And verte triunfar y saber que, aunque tú no lo creas, para ti tú dices, yo quiero ser el número 1, pero para nosotros ya tú eres el número 1, lo que tú hiciste en esto, lo que tú has hecho, y estar ahí y estar con nosotros aquí, ¿sabes? Porque, gente, ustedes tienen que saber, este hombre hay que seguirlo. Déjenlo quieto por los próximos meses, va a estar de vacaciones, no lo molesten. Don't bother this guy, he's going to be on vacation on the beach and everything. But if you see him on the street, hey, salúdenlo, porque la alegría que tú traíste a nosotros, ya yo te dije la comparación y me sostengo. Yo creo que lo que tú estás haciendo es maravilloso y te admiramos. Indio, algo que tengas que preguntarle al hombre de acero.
The Ironman, de Ayden Owens Delerme. Nada, un placer permitirnos tenerte aquí. Eres de los grandes atletas que hay en esta isla. Tienes un futuro prometedor. Como dices tú, estos meses descansar, coger los relax y después nuevamente meterle duro entrenamiento, porque yo sé que vienen buenas, grandes cosas para ti y eres un gran orgullo de Puerto Rico. Ya el rojo te dio la comparación, te tiene en los momentos más grandes del deporte de Puerto Rico.
Gracias.
Oye, y cuando el rojo lo dice es porque es la verdad. Y la gente, yo voy a tratar de poner subtítulos en español para que la gente pueda disfrutar exactamente lo que estás diciendo, porque aunque la próxima entrevista va a ser más en español, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Hold me to it.
Pero sí, claro. Pero honestamente, te queremos ver en Olimpiadas, te queremos ver en el top, porque ese es tu lugar. Ya todo lo demás te queda pequeño. Everything else is so small for you. You know, the small pond. It's like it's time to go to the.
That's right.
Y como le dije al pana mío Kevin Mayer, Kevin, aprovecha, you know, have fun, you know, number one for now. Pero verá, el gallito de aquí.
Yes, sir.
Así que tranquilo. Ayden, esta oportunidad que tengo ahora, lo que quieras decirle a todo el público de Puerto Rico, puedes decir en español, en inglés, como tú quieras.
Un mensaje, ¿qué dijiste?
Lo que tú quieras, un mensaje, un saludo, lo que tú quieras decir.
No sé. Gracias. Estoy representando con el corazón y quiero poner Puerto Rico en el mapa.
Ahí está. Eso facilita. Facilita. Oye, de verdad, Ayden, gracias a ti por tu tiempo. También a toda tu familia, a tus entrenadores, todo el mundo. Bendiciones, los mejores deseos de parte de nosotros y de todo Puerto Rico y el mundo. Tengo un gran amigo de nosotros que ahora mismo está en deployment con las Fuerzas Armadas, está en África, y te envío a decir que gracias porque hasta allá llegaron la competencia, y cuando le dijimos que íbamos a estar contigo está súper emocionado, y te envío a decir que gracias, que el Puerto Rico se sintió en el pecho, y eso yo creo que es lo que tú quieres hacer. So te lo agradecemos también, y obviamente esta es tu casa, this is your house. Cuando tú quieras venir, lo que sea, hablar, lo que sea, esta es tu casa. Cuando sea, de verdad que te lo has ganado, te felicitamos, te admiramos. Y nuevamente, gracias por tu tiempo.
Gracias.
Bueno, usted lo tiene aquí, el hombre de acero de Puerto Rico. Déjenlo quieto. Si usted lo ve por ahí, cómprele un bacalaíto, cómprele un alcapurria, ¿verdad? Una botellita de agua, porque el hombre tiene que mantenerse, pero de verdad, aprécienlo. Este es el futuro, el presente ya. Ayden Owens Delerme. Escuchen bien ese apellido, que es el de la jefa, ¿ok? Bueno. Bueno, Ayden, mi hermano, gracias por tu tiempo. Ahora sí, Ayden, el indio deportivo, Eric Jovan el rojo. Esto fue otro episodio de Conteo 3 y 2. Chamaco, llévate esto. Ayden, no te vayas.